There's a plane overhead. Doing a redeye raw here tonight. Overall, pretty fun day. Watched some Red versus Blue, watched some Succession, made my Kakarot review. Overall, not too shabby. Yeah, but I had a poll for what I should focus on today, whether it be Rio Isn't Gay or Redeye Rerun, and I ended up doing neither of those things, so isn't that something? But, yeah, that Kakarot review was a long time coming, so I'm glad I finally got that out of the way at least. Corbin's bitch ass fell asleep during the Red versus Blue stream, so he didn't fucking finish the end of Season 5, so he missed the ending of Blood Gulch. Hang on a quick sec. Just checking my connection and battery and stuff just to see what we're looking at right now. Because, yeah. Let's get live chat. There we go. Yeah.
It's not the last big one I had.
Gotcha. I'm live right now, just so you know.
Good for you.
Yeah, Corbin's bitch ass fell asleep before the end of Season 5 of Red vs. Blue, so he missed God knows how much of it.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. I had a poll today for what I should do on the channel today since I didn't go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I did neither of those things.
Nice. We gotta play more Halo.
We can do that if you want.
I think we can beat the time on Sacred Icon on Legendary.
I'm down if you want to try that tonight.
I think we can, because I can't hit the score, but I did it in 26 minutes, and I was taking my time killing everything.
If we're doing this on Legendary, though, we're going to have to be real careful.
Well, yeah, we just need to make sure we're taking out the Sentinel spawn points, and then...
Halo 2 Sentinels, do they still die to a single overcharge?
Yes, and so do the pods that spawn them.
Alright.
But I usually chuck grenades so I can get back behind cover.
Alright, when I finish this, we can play if you want.
There's a few levels I think we could do, but there's a few that are really fucking irritating. And then there's a few you can use head glitches, because Arbiter, if his head's in a wall, the enemy can't see him.
Really?
Yes.
The fuck? So we're gonna do Sacred Icon, get the worst level out of the way first.
Sacred Icon's not even that hard, as long as you fucking...
Actually, no, Sacred Icon's not the worst. Quarantine Zone is the worst.
One after.
Yeah.
One after.
No, Sacred Icon's not that bad. Quarantine Zone's fucking awful.
We could also probably do the first level, because there's nothing against the rules of turning on Grunt's funeral. So you turn on Grunt's funeral and kill as many Grunts and then shoot all of the elites in the head.
You're talking Cairo Station, right?
Yes.
Outskirts can't be that bad as long as we were able to avoid the snipers. Yeah.
Snipers.
Yeah.
The one that's going to be the worst is the one that Chief goes up into High Charity. It's like, boom. That one fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know how to survive. Like, it's immediately run and hide and try not to.
Wait, you're talking are you talking the level called Gravemind or the level called High Chair? The one with Flutter Covenant.
Covenant.
So yeah, Gravemind.
Yeah. He's a kiki.
I timed Chisu out last stream because he was boring me, and he didn't chimp out, so I'll give him props for that.
Good job.
Because he usually chimps out. He's usually like, stop being a Jew.
Stop being a Jew. Fucking Jew.
Oh, you a fag?
That's okay. I was arguing with Anthony on religions today.
Who's Anthony?
one of my workers.
Ah.
I guess he's kind of my equal because he's over the field techs.
Ah.
Like, we were arguing over it. It's like, dude, it's like this and this. Because I'm like, the LDS church has this shit that I disagree with, but this shit I agree with.
Right.
If you look at all religions, they have things like that.
Right.
And going back and forth, well, all the Joseph Smith stuff was proven to be false. That's what I heard. I'm like, not really. I'm like, kind of, if you want to take the what's-her-face's side, the one that stole the book of
You talking, what, Lucy Harris or whatever the hell her name is?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, that doesn't prove or disprove anything.
Well, I mean, like, and from what I hear, and again, I haven't verified it, Joseph Smith had a history of, like, conning people.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was a Freemason.
Yeah.
But if you look at the story of Christ, he hung out with nothing but thugs that he reformed.
Right.
So,
I don't know, like, for me, the literal aspect of it isn't as important as the morals.
And I mean, even if you look at Moses, he wasn't the best guy at first either.
Well, have you ever heard of the Apostle Paul, who wrote most of the fucking Bible?
Yeah, he was not a good guy.
Like, you know, he was a fucking, like, murderer and, like, like, he did, like, a bunch of bad shit.
Yeah. But he's like, well, I don't trust the religions that don't just use the Bible. I'm like, which version of the Bible? I'm like, we have an old one that there's shit in that's not in any of the
Oh, yeah, the 1611 one with Apocrypha, yeah.
Like, that has stuff in it.
Catholics use a different Bible, too. They have unique books that are only in Catholicism.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to explain to them. I'm like, if you're going to go off of the books, this is why that doesn't work.
Like, does he count the Book of Og?
Who knows?
Does he count the Gnostic Gospels of Timothy?
But I'm like, I get it. But he's like, well, I don't know. I'm like, I do think the LDS Church is probably the closest nowadays, but I think they're wrong too.
Well, it's corrupt as every religion is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's what the point I was trying to make is I think they're the closest left.
Now, I remember Chisu was reading the Book of Og and it was starting to make him question shit because he's, like, worried that he's worshiping the wrong god. Because the Book of Og is a really weird one. It's one that has, like, a bunch of giants and shit in it.
I probably should believe it then. It's probably one of the stories I've read through.
I haven't.
That's probably the one that mentions all the Nephilim by name.
Probably, I don't know.
That's probably why no one else knows what the fuck I'm talking about. That would make a lot of sense.
Right, because you probably keep thinking it's Book of Enoch, but it's actually Book of Og.
Yeah. You're probably right. That would make sense. Okay. Now I get it. I probably just have knowledge from books that...
Well, Corbin's been reading a bunch of Gnostic ones that, like, have Jesus as, like, the bad guy and stuff. And, like,
Yeah. Well,
there's a bunch of...
That's my exact reason I say Islam is the one that we're warned about, is because Islam flips all the roles in the final days of who's the good guy and the bad guys.
Well, I don't know. I don't really...
They have the same cast of characters in the end of days, but their roles are reversed.
Yeah, well, Gnosticism isn't Islam, though.
I know. But that's... I still can't fucking believe he went up to the new guy and went, so you're from the ocean.
Yeah, that's
It's
funny.
like, bro...
Fucking reminds me of King of the Hill. Are you Chinese or Japanese?
That's exactly what I said.
You're from the ocean?
So are you Chinese or Japanese?
But, you know that fucking there's a Yik demo coming out on April 4th for 1.5 on Steam, so I'm going to play that.
Nice.
I wish listed. Hopefully it'll let it work. Hopefully it doesn't need Windows 10 for that one.
If not, you can log on to my Steam on my computer and...
I'll probably use yours at some point to play Postal Royale, just so that I can, because I still plan on doing the
At some point,
review.
I'm going to build another computer, because mine's getting harder to run newer stuff. Mostly I need a new graphics card. But I'm like, I'm just going to build a fresh build and see if I get all the weird bugs I have go.
So you're saying we might end up in a similar situation where I buy your old one and then you get a
Yeah,
new
or
one?
we'll turn that one into the living room one downstairs.
Yeah.
One of the two.
If we have one in the living room, that'd be great. That'd give me another place to stream.
Yeah, so...
So then I don't have to constantly move shit around.
Because Threadripper's great for streaming. I might keep that one for streaming, too. Because That processor is built to do a shit ton of things at once, and it does better doing that than it does running some of the software I'm running.
So since you couldn't use your 360 for that, you good for me to use this shit from my 360 again? Cool, because I'm gonna probably play like Raging Blast 2 or.
I'm so mad that it didn't work. I want to play Halo 2 ranked back at like the way. Bungie
Where the fuck is your Xbox?
I don't know. I'm mad. I'm half tempted to go load up the MS dashboard on my other one and see what update it has.
On which one?
My other Halo one.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Because if it has the newest MS dashboard, then I'm good. And I can just run it through the MS dashboard.
Or you could try my Executor or one of my others that I don't really use.
Yeah, one of the ones that has the MS dashboard.
Yeah.
Like,
What's up, Andy?
As long as I can boot into the MS dashboard and check where the update was, like when they did the mod to it, I can figure that out. And I think mine has Map Pack on it. The Map Pack on it.
Maptacular, yeah.
So I think it has the newest update.
Did you read my suggestion for the Dragon Ball playlists? I mean, Andy, I told you, like, right now what I have is the one that has everything and the one that just has the edited content. I'll probably make one for the gameplay streams. The Red Eye Theater ones, I don't think anybody cares enough for me to put all the Dragon Ball Red Eye Theaters in its own playlist. They're in the Red Eye Theater playlist and the Everything Dragon Ball playlist, so we're fine. Because let's face it, Red Eye Theater's pretty fucking niche. Most of the time when new people show up, they're like, what the hell is this?
I wouldn't watch it if I was new.
Yeah, of course not. It's literally just me sitting staring at the screen and occasionally saying something, or just laughing for no discernible reason because you can't hear what I'm watching.
If I wasn't invested in Red Eye lore, I wouldn't watch it.
Right. And like, some Red Eye Theater streams are actually really good. There's some where I have constant commentary. Yeah. And like, I'm hardly the only one who like watches stuff and then comments on it because like it's
usually a few people in the group.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying other YouTubers do that. Like the Italian Stallion 53, he does live commentary on movies and shit all the time.
Yeah.
I just do it a hell of a lot more. Because it's the easiest kind of stream, because we're just watching something, so I'm just like, fuck it, OBS on, start streaming. Yeah. When we stream it on Rumble, I actually play the audio. If it's an OVA...
If you end up having to use my computer, I do have OBS Labs, not original OBS.
Is that better?
It's a little bit different OS.
Gotcha. Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's a little bit different OS. It's a lot easier for streaming purposes, because it was designed for streaming purposes. But it's...
But, Andy, I will probably put one for the gameplay streams. The Red Eye Theater ones, they're fine in the Red Eye Theater playlist and the Dragon Ball playlist that has everything. Because I realized I was doing a lot of Dragon Ball Red Eye Theater, so I'm like, I should probably make another Dragon Ball playlist that isn't just, like, filled with that and, like, game streams. Yeah. So I've got one currently with everything. I've got one with just the edited content, and then I'll make one with just the gameplay streams. Yeah. And then Red Eye Theater, again, nobody gives a shit about that, so.
Yeah. Fuck, I need to put that battery on charge. Fuck. Poor car. I'm gonna bulb the gum and Band-Aider back together again and run it till it breaks again.
Yeah. Well, it's getting warm enough. It's good weather for it. Almost.
I don't have the $800 for the piping, though. And if you notice, I cut a hole in one of the pipes when I fucking blew it up last time.
Yeah. So that was Braden, right? With that pink ass hair he had.
Yeah, so I was giving him shit. I was giving him shit.
Have you ever played The Walking Dead Michonne? No, I have not. That's one of the Walking Dead games I have yet to play. I still need to finish season 4.
Are you going to play that one?
Maybe for completion's sake, so that I can do a whole review of the whole series. Okay. But otherwise, it looks pretty fucking boring.
Yeah.
For the same reason, I might replay 400 Days, even though I fucking hate 400 Days.
What the fuck is that?
It was the DLC for season 1, where you play as a bunch of different people, and then, like, depending on your choices in 400 Days, those people might end up in season 2, but it's actually better for them if they don't end up in season 2, because then they're not in Carver's place where they just get killed by the herd in the end.
Oh, lovely. What a great design.
Yeah, and by the way, the choice that makes it so whether or not they go is always a really arbitrary one, really early on.
That's dumb.
And like their cameos in season 2 are really bad anyway, so it's like
Well, season 2, it doesn't matter as much what you do, right?
Right. Well, that's kind of the point of. I love season 2, by the way. Okay. But the point of season 2 is that your choices don't matter.
You're damned no matter what.
Because you're playing as a little girl, whereas when you're Lee, you can make a difference.
Yeah.
When you're fucking Clementine, when she's like 12.
Lee's such a good character compared to the real fucking Walking Dead characters.
Kenny is the best character.
Oh yeah.
Kenny is my favorite character in all of the Walking Dead. Period. I fucking love Kenny.
Yeah.
Like, that's like even though I end up liking season 3 way more than I thought I would, because I actually really like
the hell out of you what happens to Kenny.
Well, that's why if I'm going to view season 3 as canon, I have to view Wellington as the canon ending.
Yeah.
Because that's literally the only ending of season 2 where Kenny survives.
Yeah.
Which means, to be fair, that also probably is a decent ending, because it's like you actually listen to, because he's like, I can't take care of you anymore. You have to stay here.
Yeah.
And then he goes off on his own.
Yep.
Whereas the bullshit one that if you leave with him, it's like he gets into a car crash.
And dies immediately.
Yeah, and like gets fucking flung through the windshield. And it's honestly his worst, maybe it's not his worst, it's his second worst death.
Yeah.
His worst death is probably when you shoot him after letting him kill Jane, because he just goes
insane.
He just goes, do it, and you shoot him, and that's it. But the one where you kill him before he gets a chance to kill Jane is his best death, because he gives you this whole speech about how you're making the right choice, and how and like if you apologize to him, he's like, I would never ask you to apologize for doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, like when you in that death, when you kill him, he goes out comforting you and telling you that you made the right call.
Yeah.
That scene's actually good, even though I fucking hate that ending just because he dies.
Yeah.
And also, fuck Jane. Jane's an awful character.
Yeah.
But season 3, have you ever played season 3, The New Frontier? Surprisingly way better than I thought.
I never finished season 2, guy.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I get bored of those games.
Well, in season 3, I honestly think it would be better if Clementine just wasn't in it.
Oh, it's one of those.
Because she's not the most relevant. Were you going to give Succession a playlist? No, it's Red Eye Theater. There's no reason to put all the Red Eye Theaters of Succession in its own playlist. It's in the Red Eye Theater playlist.
It's in the playlist it belongs in.
If I do other reviews of Succession, then I'll make a Succession review playlist. Because I've only done one review, though, and I don't know that I'll do any more, because I reviewed the series. I've said basically all I want to say. It's a great show. Like, honestly, one of my favorite scenes from that series is from season 3.
Yeah.
Because in season 3, you play as this guy named Javier, and he has this older brother named David who's, like, kind of an asshole. But, like, the whole brotherhood thing is, like, a huge thing with season 3.
Yeah.
And, like, David is kind of the kind of guy you need in that world. Like, he's kind of like Shane, but, like, way toned down. Like, nowhere near as bad as Shane.
Yeah. Or that fucking Negan or whatever the fuck.
Well, I've heard Negan's cool. I do want to check that out, even though I don't really care about most of the series.
No, I felt like he was being edgy to be edgy.
I don't know. It's the guy who plays the comedian, so I'll probably like him.
Yeah. That's a fucking loud plane.
But like the best scene in season 3 is David's death, because there's this big fight at the end that the two brothers have, and then if you go after him and try and save him, but like if Clementine doesn't go with you, he dies, and his death is really fucking sad. But by the way, the way that you get Clementine to go with him is really out of character. Like, it's, again, based on an arbitrary choice you would have had to make earlier. You just would have had to listen to everything the New Frontier told her to do. Which is really out of character.
That's dumb.
Would say AI should be used in the YouTube poop videos. What is with you and your obsession with AI, Andy?
AI shouldn't be used.
But
period.
a lot... What? Oh.
AI shouldn't be used, period.
I mean, look, I don't like AI in a broad sense, but AI art I'm fine with.
Oh, art's fine.
That's what he's talking about.
But the problem I have with it makes Big Brother Shocker easier.
Oh, yeah, that kind of AI I'm absolutely against. But when Andy's talking about AI, he usually means AI art, because he tries to make the argument, like he tries to argue with me about it as if I should care if some fucking AI art is done, because first off, I don't think it's unethically sourced, because number one, I don't believe in copyright. Number two, that's not how it fucking works. Number three, all art is inherently derivative. Number four, all artists online who think they're hot shit are typically trash.
Well, a lot of them are okay with using AI.
Well, those ones are okay. Those ones are okay when they use it as a tool, like to enhance their shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have no problem with AI art. I think AI art's totally fine. But I don't like AI in a broader sense. I'm much more concerned with things like...
I also don't want AI designing levels for games.
I'm not inherently against that, but I think that it does make worse levels. So whenever I hear a game has randomly generated levels, I'm less inclined to like it.
Yeah, and if they try to do something that has a linear story but generates random shit...
But a lot of those are hard to get past the copyright system. What, YouTube poops? Andy, what do you think about YouTube poops? Is it writing it? Well, Corbin just woke up.
Fucking guy.
Because I messaged him saying, nice job missing the end of Blood Gulch. And he just barely messaged me like an hour later saying, damn.
He was a sleepy boy.
I don't know exactly when he fucking conked out, too. So Spencer's like, oh, you could take him through it again. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to do that. At least not on Red Eye Theater. Because he could have missed an hour, could have missed a half hour. I don't think he missed an hour. He didn't miss an hour.
Could have missed 5 minutes, could have missed 20 minutes, could have missed 30 minutes. Could have missed the whole goddamn thing, I don't know. I'm going to have to go in for a few hours on Monday because people are hopeless.
Yeah. But yeah, Andy's like obsessed with arguing with me about AI when I've told him I don't care. I don't want to argue it. I don't care. Think I got pretty close to the end? I hope so. I can just tell you what happened at the end. Fucking Wyoming reset time a bunch. Tex decided to side with him because they can win against the aliens at all costs. But then the red team put Andy on board the ship that was taking Tucker Jr. with it, the alien, because they were going to have the AI take over the baby alien to take over all the aliens. And then, so they blew it up. So the bomb blew up and killed all of them. Tex, Tucker Jr., Lopez, Andy all blew up. And that's how it ends. More or less. There's some banter after that, but that's mainly the end of it.
Do I have my bike in a bad spot for you now when you're filming shit?
No, because I keep it at this angle so it can't see the license plate. Occasionally, YouTube will care about a creator, such as when YouTube did official tribute video to MatPat's retirement. But 99% of the time, they don't care about the creators. True, they do not. And
no, they fucked over their creator that made them big.
They fuck over many creators that make them big. Yeah, we watched Out of Mind and then Season 5 today, so we'll do Recovery 1 next time, which will be a pretty big shift in tone, because Recovery 1's when Wash is introduced.
I don't remember Out of Mind.
Out of Mind is the one with Tex and York, and it's introducing some of the other AIs and freelancers. but it's mainly about Tex trying to track down O'Malley. Because it's just showing what happens with Tex between seasons 4 and 5. And then Recovery 1 introduces Wash and has him hunting down all the other AIs. And then that leads into Reconstruction, which is season 6. Typically, we don't watch Out of Mind in Recovery 1. I think we've watched Recovery 1 more than Out of Mind.
Yeah.
But whenever we would watch it back in the day, we'd usually just do the main seasons.
Yeah.
But the spin-off ones can be good for world building and shit, so I figured since it was Corbin's first time going through it, you know.
God, it's like you don't get any attention, puppy. Most spoiled fucking dog of mine.
Well, in my dream, I watched the end, and that's basically the same thing. Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, there was a big explosion. Next season is going to be like a lot more different, because season 6 is where it starts to become a dramedy. Recovery 1, I think, is like pure drama. I don't even think there's really any comedy in Recovery 1, is there? Because it's just about all like the dying freelancers and Wash like trying to find them all.
I don't think it's really. I mean, there might be a few comical relief moments, but it's not. It's mostly serious.
Because to be fair, Wash is a pretty serious character. Like when Wash becomes part of the main cast is when the show becomes a dramedy.
Yeah. Evie. I swear this dog has goddamn separation anxiety worse than most fucking people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yep. I'm not going to delve into that right now because I'm on stream.
There you go, baby.
Evie is such a fucking like pacifist of a dog that she won't even like when I'm playing with a toy like this, like I got like a fucking squeak toy, she will not go for it while I'm dangling it in front of her.
No, she doesn't like to fight.
Unless it's against Kiki.
Yeah, I got them.
Or against fucking Nezuko. But Nezuko starts shit.
Oh yeah,
she's a puppy.
Akita.
Yeah.
I don't think she's an Akita. I think she's a Hokkaido.
Yeah?
Yes, because she's not getting as big as Kiki, but she's got the muscles. I'm like, I don't think they would know the difference in the U.S. Like, I didn't expect her to get as big as Kiki, but she's really small for an Akita.
Yeah.
I get so irritated when people try to say Kiki definitely is part Shibu in them. It's they came from the same wolf breed.
Isn't she literally pedigreed?
Yes.
Like you know her fucking bloodline?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's literally Shibus, Akitas, and Hokkaidos all came from the same breed, same wolf.
Of course, no surprise that YouTube only cares about a creator if they are high effort or is making them the most money on it. It's the second one, Andy. It's the money.
Yeah,
it's literally only the money. They don't care about effort.
They dump the ones making the money, but they say something that the fucking people don't like.
They only like the ones.
Them.
The two things they care about is, do they make us money and are they safe?
Yep.
Oh, although if they're a mainstream celebrity, they'll skirt that. Like, they'll let celebrities get away with way more than regular people.
Oh, yeah. Shit like that irritates the fuck out of me. Some of the people I used to watch play together, now they don't play with the ones
you know what?
more right wing, and it fucking irritates
I think, you know what, Corbin? There's I think on the Season 6 DVD, there's a previously on Red vs. Blue thing we can watch that'll recap the ending to Season 5.
That sounds right.
Yeah. So there you go. We can always do that.
What are you doing, Kiki? What are you doing? What are you doing, Bubby? What are you doing, Bubby? You guys need baths now that it's warmer again. Yep.
I watched Friday the 13th Part 4 again last night, which if you don't know, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
I forgot how fucking high of a kill count Part 4 has.
Oh yeah.
It's got a kill count of 14.
It's a good one.
Well, that's 14 including Jason. Like, because, Tommy fucking hacks the shit out of him at the end.
Yeah.
And then it's 15 if you count the dog that Jason just fucking throws out the window.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the highest kill count, though. I think Jason Goes to Hell actually has the highest kill count, even though it's the one where you don't really see Jason because he's, like, possessing people.
I don't know, man. Jason X probably has a higher one.
It doesn't, though.
No. Jason X is not.
It's funny, because, like, I used to think Jason X was, like, super funny, and then rewatching it, I'm like, there's, like, 3 scenes that are super funny, and the rest of it's really fucking boring.
Yeah, it's so.
And Jason Goes to Hell, I used to absolutely hate. I don't hate it now. Like, I still don't, like, it's still not one of my favorites, but the Kill Count YouTube channel pisses me off. Oh, I never watch that.
What the fuck is that?
It's a channel that, like, literally they watch movies and try to do kill counts and shit.
Why?
I don't know. Man, like I said, Corbin, when we do season 6, we'll just watch the recap bonus feature to make sure that you're filled in. They're really bad at keeping count. Yeah, I know. That's why I don't watch them anymore. I watched them a couple of times back in the day, but they literally had to do a recount for Friday the 13th Part 4 because they got it wrong the first time. Never seen steers and queers in the same place. You think they're the same thing? No. They do a lot of recounts. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Also, Chisu, props to you on you not chimping out this time when I timed you out. You took it better than usual, so I'll give you that. Because I didn't time you out for any particular message. I was just bored of it. But don't worry, I've timed Andy out for less, so don't take it personally. I've literally timed Andy out for encouraging you. Like Andy telling you to post more, I've literally timed him out before.
She's not the one playing with you.
I also time Andy out for longer than I timed you out for, because I timed you out for 1 minute. I always time Andy out for at least 5.
When we were getting the skidster out, she was just walking around the front with me and kept on going straight to the truck, trying to get in the truck. I was like, no, we're not going anywhere.
Was she scared of the skidster?
No.
Well, that's good.
Just
You
walk
see
out.
the moon?
No.
No, I do not. Why? Is it a new moon, or is it just we got a lot of clouds here?
I think we got a lot of clouds.
Because no, I do not see the moon.
Does the eclipse fall on Easter?
I don't know.
That's fucking weird if it does.
It's full where I okay, so it must be full, but I don't see it because of all the clouds. We got a lot of cloud coverage right now.
It's supposed to be snowing right now.
It is?
Yeah, that's what the weather said.
Well, thank God it's not.
Yeah.
I'm fucking tired of it.
The weather needs to make up its mind.
You get snow, rain, and hail all back to back.
We do live in a state that allows cloud seeding.
Oh?
Yeah.
Huh. Do you think people actually do that a lot here, then?
I do think they play with it.
Yeah, well, maybe they're firing up.
There's a place that
So you're 1/7 done with Shenmue? Okay.
we do work for that we're not allowed to know what they do.
Really?
Like when we go into parts to work on things, we have guys with AKs surrounding us the entire
Dude, that's
fucking time.
sketchy as fuck. That's not like on a military base or anything, is it?
Nope, they're contracted by them.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, I bet you I know what they do.
What, are they fucking cloud seeding?
No, I bet you they're the ones who build the warheads here.
Ah.
Since, there's the biggest runway in the world.
Right. Well, we got a lot of crazy shit out here.
Yeah.
Some of your supernatural experiences? I mean, Kyler has this freaky recurring dream where this demon girl kept showing up.
Not recurring. It's a person that recurs when bad things happen, usually.
So the dream,
Usually correlates with something actually in the real world.
that's freaky.
Yeah. Usually. Not always.
Like, it's not a recurring dream itself, it's just a recurring character in your dream.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Only supernatural experiences I've seen personally is like a cup getting thrown at Danny's head, or my TV turning itself off and on when I'm not home. Like, I didn't experience that, but like, Kyler and Sean heard me like in my room talking when I wasn't there one time.
Someone was in there.
But my
the
TV,
haunted PlayStation.
yeah, the haunted PlayStation, yeah. Sorry, my phone was being dumb. My phone was, its battery's low, so I was trying to go into the battery thing, and I was just telling it to fuck off. Because I'm at 15% battery. When it gets down to 5, I always end the stream.
Yeah.
Or I plug it in and try to balance over by that jack over there.
The thing that's weird about the dreams is how much I remember them.
Uh-huh.
That's what's weird. Because you usually don't remember what happens very long afterwards.
Although, Chisu, with your dreams where you say, oh, I dreamed of a loose tooth, and then a celebrity dies, there's no consistent timetable, and celebrities die all the time. So I don't really think you can chalk those up to being literally anything. Because, like, sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's a month, sometimes it's the same day. If there was a consistent timetable, I'd maybe think you were onto something, but there's not. And also, your definition of celebrity seems to kind of shift. Like, it could be an athlete, could be an actor, could be a musician.
No. Mine is correlated with things that happen in our life.
It's usually in 7 days. You've never given any indication that was the case. You've always said it was like some random number of days. What are you, the Ring? 7 days. And usually someone I know of. Okay.
You're Sean.
No, what'd he say?
I heard him from his
Oh, is he screaming at his game or whatever?
Yes.
No, it's funny. I was talking about how like the black guy in Alien. Black guy in Alien. Well, like you mean like he died when you had a dream? Again, Chisu, I'm very skeptical of that because I had a friend whose junkie mom thought she could tell the future.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I can tell the future.
No one can tell the future.
I just like, yes, correlates to seem to be whenever something just bad happened or right before something bad happens. And that's what I correlate.
Even a few days later, define a few days. Was it 7? Because if not, you're contradicting yourself.
Loose teeth are not ones that really. You know what's weirder is when we start talking about someone and then they're like, what the fuck? Why are they dead?
Yeah. Andy, you just want me to time you out, don't you, you motherfucker? Andy just came in and said, Chisu, say more.
Say more. Say less.
You know, one time Steven accidentally timed out Chisu and I couldn't reverse it. He just likes me. I'm a likable guy. Yeah, you sure are, Chisu. And humble, too. Yeah. I'm humble. I'm very humble. You will see how humble I can be.
I am responsible, and that's a lie. And I take full responsibility for that.
Wow, that's responsible. I got one long thing. And not only by uncut ding. Very funny. Chisu, why do you think I have any interest in any of your long chats? Like, I'm so tired of having this fucking conversation.
Too long. Not gonna read it.
TLD fucking R. And again, it's just you copy and paste in some shit of like a show or some shit or some generic news story that's like 6 months out of date. And that's being generous. This one is pitching about atheists. Why would I care then, Chisu?
No one cares.
Like I said, you devote a lot of energy to people that you don't like or don't agree with, and like I'll devote some energy, admittedly, but like usually my response if I don't like someone, I'll just say I don't like them, and then move on. Unless it's like Captain Hardluck and I have something funny to say about him because he's a fucking cuck. Or Malachi, since he was a former viewer. Although ironically, I like Malachi more than Captain Hardluck. Because Malachi is just a sad, sick, poor little man.
Yep.
I got other ideas then. Well, why do you have to share ideas? Like, I mean, ideas in the most literal sense that you're talking to me. I like that, the back and forth where you're just talking normal. But when you just post like long ideas where it's just like this show, my idea. Again, I'm sick of. I'm done. I'm not even going to continue because I'm sick of saying the same thing over and over.
Kill him over and over again.
Chisu is the definition of insanity.
Internet definition of insanity?
Yeah, the one that
Okay.
I think started with Far Cry.
Yeah.
But then people misattribute it to Albert Einstein for some reason.
The Far Cry 3 quote.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that quote. It's funny. This is the one you can literally beat the game just by sitting there.
I'm just a bit off. No shit you are, Chisu. We know this. I've known you long enough to know that you're a bit off. Unless you're saying you're feeling a bit off, in which, yeah, I'm sorry you're feeling down, but that sounds like a personal problem. You went to church on Good Friday? What is Good Friday? I know it's a Catholic thing. It's the Friday before Easter, right?
It's the like a feast they have to celebrate the resurrection or something.
Is
like
that right?
It's Gerald went over it today on Crowder's show.
I am very torn on the fucking current Crowder situation.
Oh yeah.
Because like I've seen pretty good arguments that like the response Gerald gave is just a distraction because you notice he never acknowledged certain things that Jared said. But at the same time, the timing is pretty fucking convenient too.
Yes, and believing a woman's orchestrating this.
That's totally believable. Well, and also,
like
isn't it weird that Candace Owens was pretty big in the Crowder divorce thing, and then conveniently when she gets fired from Daily Wire, now we're seeing this? Like, maybe that's a coincidence, but there's a bit of timing that I'm like, that's interesting.
Kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know where I stand on that.
I don't really care what's going on in his personal life.
Okay, my phone's at 5%. Good Friday is when Jesus was crucified. Oh. Then what's so good about it?
So
I guess because the crucifixion is essential to Christianity.
That's when they think he was.
Gotcha. Well,
we don't really know what day he actually
I have to
was.
end the stream because I'm at 5 minutes. So, or not 5 minutes, 5%. So I'll see you guys later.